There's a cost to ignoring AI at work. It's not immediate. It's not dramatic. And it probably won't show up in your performance review tomorrow. But quietly, expectations are rising. Work is compressing. And a gap is forming between professionals who are integrating AI responsibly and those who are waiting to see what happens. Today, we're going to talk about that gap and how to close it calmly. Welcome back to the AI Beginner Podcast. This show is designed for mid-career professionals working inside structured organizations, people responsible for workflows, teams, and operational outcomes who want to understand AI clearly, without hype, without technical overwhelm, and without putting their credibility at risk. Today, we're talking about something that doesn't get discussed honestly enough. Not AI tools, not productivity hacks, not automation fears. We're talking about the hidden cost of ignoring AI at work. Because the cost isn't dramatic. It's subtle. And that's exactly why it matters.
Listen to questions.
This week's listener question comes from David, who works in project management at a regional healthcare system. David writes, "Steve, I'm not anti-AI. I just haven't really explored it yet. My job is busy, and honestly, it hasn't felt urgent. Is that actually a problem?" David, that's a thoughtful question, and I suspect a lot of professionals are in the same position. You're not resisting AI. You're just prioritizing everything else. But here's the issue. Ignoring AI doesn't create an immediate crisis. It creates a gradual gap. And that's what we're unpacking today. There's a quiet shift happening in structured organizations right now. Routine work is compressing. Drafts are being generated faster. Meetings are being summarized instantly. Notes are becoming action plans in seconds. The professionals integrating AI responsibly are not replacing themselves. They're reducing friction. And over time, that reduction compounds. That's the hidden cost. Not job loss, not replacement, but slower capability growth compared to your peers. Here's what I've started calling this: the quiet AI capability gap. It's not visible on a dashboard. It doesn't show up in a headline, and no one announces it in a meeting, but it forms gradually. On one side are professionals who are beginning to integrate AI into their workflows responsibly, carefully within policy. On the other side are professionals who are still doing everything manually because they haven't explored it yet. Both groups are smart. Both groups are experienced. Both groups work hard. The difference is leverage, and leverage compounds. The gap doesn't form because someone becomes technical. It forms because someone becomes more efficient at routine friction. Think about drafting reports, structuring proposals, summarizing meetings, turning notes into action plans, clarifying a complex message before sending it. If one professional reduces those tasks by 20 to 30% consistently over months and years, that creates more thinking time, more clarity, more strategic focus, less exhaustion. That's the advantage. Not speed for the sake of speed. Capacity. Here's where this gets personal. Many mid-career professionals feel something subtle, a sense that conversations are shifting. AI is mentioned casually. Someone references a tool. A colleague delivers something unusually structured and fast. And you think, am I behind? That feeling, even if small, affects confidence. And confidence affects presence. This isn't about panic. It's about avoiding quiet erosion of professional confidence. Now here's the reassuring part. The gap is early, and it's completely reversible. You do not need to learn to code, become the AI expert, overhaul your role, adopt every new tool. You need to integrate AI into a few repeatable workflows. That's it. Small, controlled experiments, low-risk tasks, verification before sharing. That's how capability builds. If you're listening and thinking, okay, I probably shouldn't ignore this. Good. You don't need urgency. You need structure. The safest way to close the quiet AI capability gap is understand, experiment, integrate. Understand what AI is good at. Experiment on low-risk tasks. Integrate only after it proves useful and compliant. That's how professionals stay relevant without drama. If this episode resonates and you'd prefer a structured path instead of figuring out alone, I created a free 30-day roadmap designed specifically for professionals who want clarity without hype. It walks you through practical demonstrations, safe use cases, and a calm integration approach. You can begin at aibeginner.net/start. No pressure, just structure.
AI hot tip.
Here's this week's AI hot tip. If you want to start closing the quiet AI capability gap without risk, use AI for one thing only this week. Meeting compression. After your next meeting, take your notes, nothing sensitive, and paste them into your AI tool and say, summarize this meeting in 5 bullet points. Then list clear action items with owners. Do not invent details. That's it. You're not automating decisions. You're not replacing thinking. You're compressing friction. Then compare. How long did it take? Was the structure clearer? Did it help you think more strategically? Start there. Small, controlled, verifiable. That's how professionals build capability safely.
Optimistic AI thought of the week.
Here's this week's optimistic AI thought. AI doesn't eliminate professional value. It magnifies judgment. The more routine friction AI handles, the more visible your human skills become. Clarity, decision-making, ethics, leadership. The professionals who thrive in the AI era won't be the most technical. They'll be the most responsible integrators. And that's entirely within your control. Thank you for listening to the AI Beginner Podcast. If you found this episode helpful, consider leaving a review on your podcast platform. It helps more professionals find calm, practical guidance around AI. If you have a question you'd like answered on a future episode, you can reach out through aibeginner.net. And if you're ready for a structured way to begin integrating AI responsibly, start with the free roadmap at aibeginner.net/start. Until next time, stay steady, stay curious, and keep building capability.